judgment, contestant, and everyone here. My name is Eugene Lee from the Department of Fine Art. Today, I want to talk about the impact of generative AI on the Department of Fine Art. Jensen Huang once said, AI will not replace people, but people who use AI will replace those who don't. This idea is especially important in fine art. In our study, we spent years practicing traditional technique and art theory to find our own style. However, the rise of Gen AI made creating art look fast and easy. Anyone can do it. We even see AI Doc, the world's first AI artist, whose work sold for over 35 million in NTD. This leads to a big question. Does our hard work on basic skills still matter? Is AI a threat to us? I believe the answer is not exactly. Today, I want to share 2 ways AI is changing the way we create art in our industry. Use example of successful artists. First, AI turned data into pen. Take Rifin Anadol, a Turkish artist for example. He used huge databases like landscape photo or weather pattern, and used AI to turn them into flowing visual masterpieces. His work even has real-time feedback, meaning it changes based on the environment. This shows us that art isn't just about pen and camera anymore. AI allows us to explore a new form of expression. As art students, we don't have to stay only in the studio. We can connect the data with the outside world. Second, AI can be a creative partner, not a replacement. Artist Saw Chen focused on non-human collaboration. She developed a robotic arm system that drove with her. Used technology like memory, and even her own brainwave. The robot and artist create light together on the same canvas. This shows us that creating art doesn't have to be a lonely process. It can be part of our creative journey, making our work much richer. And according to Scientific America, is a magazine about technology and scientists. It shows that people only consider AI art meaningful when humans are involved. The bar graph, AI adoption rate in fine art from 2021 to 2026, even shows that AI is already become part of our industry. The concept shows us that technology is never the end of art. Instead, it's an elevator. It pushes art to change and grow. For us as fine art students, the most important thing isn't just the technique, but our emotion and unique idea. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about Beyond the Prompt, AI, Humanity, and the Future. Jensen Huang has stated that AI won't take your job, but someone using AI will. But I think that's only half of the story. Because the real winners of this revolution isn't just people who use AI, it's the people who knows when not to. As a student of NTNU studying statistics and finance, I don't use AI the way most people usually do. I don't ask it for answers. I ask it to prove me wrong. I hire AI to be like an expert, and I tell it, find the flaws in my arguments. Because learning doesn't happen when you know the right answers. It happens when you realize why you are wrong. This idea is actually comes from Fertowski, CPD. He firmly believes that we learn best when we are challenged just beyond our comfort zone. So today, AI isn't just a tool anymore, but a thinking partner. Now, let's zoom out. In finance, we use massive data sets to predict the unpredictable market crashes or uncertainty. We use data to see through the fog. But this isn't just about money anymore. It's about strategy. According to IBM's 2024 study, it reveals that 83% of CEOs now view AI as a core of the strategy. So the market is no longer just hiring for titles anymore. They are hiring for AI fluency. But even with all this power, AI still cannot ask where to go. It can optimize decisions, maximize profit, but it still cannot ask, should we? Should we do it or not? Just imagine opening TikTok just for a few minutes, but minutes turns into hours. This is not an accident. It's AI perfectly optimizing what keeps you watching. It knows how it works, but it never asks, is it good for you? Is it improving your life or just controlling your attention? So that's why humanities matters. If AI explains the process, what is possible, and humanities are the heart that decide where that power is needed the most. So in the end, AI will handle the what, the raw data, but we define the where to apply the human purpose. So let us be the bridge between data and humanity, powered by AI, but guided by empathy. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 1.
Machines give warning signs before they fail. In factories, by the time we hear strange noises or see a warning light, it is often already too late. Hi everyone, I'm Winnie, a second-year industrial education student at NTNU. In my factory safety and hygiene class, one question stayed with me. What are we missing? That question led me beyond textbooks and into real industrial cases, where I explore how AI is already being used to predict machine failures before it even happens. Outside the classroom, I use tools like Claude AI and Notebook LM to help me research real industrial cases that my textbooks never cover. Take motors and pumps, for example. They constantly produce data from vibrations, temperature changes, and performance patterns. To humans, these changes might look too small to matter, but AI can notice unusual patterns far earlier than any worker could. One real example is Toyota. Their assembly plant in Indiana uses IBM Maximo, an AI system that watches all machines around the clock. If something behaves differently, even slightly, AI can notice it way faster than any humans could. Studying systems like this change how I see engineering entirely. AI does not just monitor one signal. It processes hundreds of data points at once, learn what normal is like for every machine, and calculate how far away failure actually is, sometimes days or even weeks in advance. I stop asking, how do we fix this? And start asking, how do we see this coming instead? According to a 2024 Siemens report, companies lose around 11% of yearly revenue due to unexpected equipment failures. But with AI monitoring, it can be prevented up to 70%. AI has shifted my industry from the ones that fix problems to the ones that prevents them. But data only identifies risk. Humans must know what to do about them, take responsibility to it, and take care of the workers standing next to the machine every single day. No algorithm carries moral weight. Humans do. The goal is actually not never to react to the warning signs. It is to go beyond it. And that's why I choose this field. Thank you.
From creation to creation, AI generates human-defined portraits.
Imagine this. In the 15 seconds it took me to look up the stage, AI has already generated 10 numbers. As a graphical arts and communication student, should I be terrified or should I feel liberated? This is our new reality. Recently, participated in the logo design competition for brand promoting indigenous craft. The organizer explicitly welcomed the use of AI, provided it was clearly disclosed. Through this project, I answered my first question. How do I integrate AI into my academic research and design without losing myself? Design requires depth. I started by importing extensive research on indigenous culture into Notebook OM to synthesize scholarly data. The true power of this tool is its ability to cite original sources, allowing me to verify every cultural symbol instantly. But beyond factual accuracy, there is the matter of honesty. The Digital Education Council found that 86% of students use AI, yet 58% admit to using it dishonestly. This is why transparency is my boundary. Only your work in the AI era is having the integrity to show where the tool ends and where you begin. This habit of academic judgment is exactly what the industry needs. Which brings me to my second question. How will AI change the workplace I am entering? In graphic communication, our role is shifting from pure creator to curator. During the competition, I used my academic finding as prompt for measuring to generate scores of visual directions. Among those, I used my professional eye to curate one path that balanced modern minimalism and triple depth. The designers who thrive won't be those who use the most tools, though those with the sharpest judgment. But that raises a third question. What is the role of humanities in all of this? Yes, AI can analyze data to find highest click-through rates. But knowing who to reach is not the same as knowing what to say. While designing for that indigenous brand, I kept asking, what story does this image tell? An algorithm can optimize for clicks, but it cannot understand what a symbol means to the people who carry it. This grasp of cultural meaning is exactly where we, as human designers, are irreplaceable. The answer to my open question, terrified or liberated, is depends on this. Battery to stay accountable, vision to stay relevant, and a humanistic spirit to stay human. Thank you.